What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Nurse Dre. Thanks for watching with me tonight. I know you're gonna love this one. This is the fourth and final Nibiru Planet X kind of crazy TikTok compilation, I guess you could say. Make sure you go and check out number 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. So you see all of them because there's a lot of crazy information in here, y'all. Packed full of information for y'all on Planet X or Nibiru. Just as a recap, Planet X Nibiru is our extra planet in our solar system that nobody wanted to ever tell us about or teach us about for some reason, but it's here and it's hanging out around us now, and it's going to cause some crazy shit to go on in our atmosphere, in our magnetosphere, in our sun, everywhere. It's what's bringing all these crazy light codes to us. It's changing everything. This is a time of revelation. I'm so excited that you guys came to hang out with me tonight. So let's jump right in. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if the universe led you here and you want to accept that fate card, because you will not be disappointed. All right, here we go. Look, y'all, you can see there's another planet behind it. These chemtrails are not covering this shit up, man. They're not. Just give it up. Quit poisoning us. Let us look at it. I want to see it. Y'all, don't let them teach your kids that these are like a certain type of cloud or some crap, because let me tell you, on my 4th grader's paperwork the other day, I saw him trying to teach him that this is some kind of new cloud. No, listen. It's toxic air. It's toxic toxins that they're putting in this fucking atmosphere, turning into what looks like clouds. These are not normal clouds. Teach your kids this. Teach your family this. Crazy, man. Look at that. What is that below the sun? Whatever's below it is not emitting light. Crazy. Makes me mad too. Yo, I don't know if y'all have been watching the sun lately, but it looks like a lava lamp sometimes. Like it moves like the lava in the lava lamps sometimes, and it's creepy. Look up, man. If anything, just start looking up. You will find the answers when you look up. Moving on. Look at that. Just toxic shit. They're letting out aluminum in that stuff, and now they're trying to say there's an aluminum shortage. I wonder why. No, we're not gonna blaze past this shit. How? Do y'all see it? There's a shadow behind this chemtrail? Bouncing off of, I don't know, a firmament, maybe? How's this happening? Whoa, y'all, that might be the best picture we've seen yet. Wow. Oh, now that's crazy. Oh, wow. That's government cameras right there. That's at Hawaii. Wow.
Okay. On Monday, February 13th, a Russian Special Forces detachment accidentally stumbled upon an Anunnaki hive while searching for ISIS insurgents in a network of caves near Raqqa. According to the sole survivor of the doomed operation, the enormous Anunnaki aliens initiated a violent confrontation, engaging the Russian soldiers with energy and particle beam weapons. The Russian troops fired back to no avail. Apparently, the Anunnaki had an innate resistance to ballistic weapons. Our Moscow source, a former FSB operative, obtained a partial transcript of the event before the Kremlin issued a gag order and isolated the surviving soldier, Captain Perlia Gavila Vasilyevich, and I'm sure I am not pronouncing his name correctly, a decorated officer and combat veteran. Vasilyevich's unit, the report indicates, had been operating behind enemy lines on a 4-day-long search and destroy mission. They were tasked with locating a band of ISIS freedom fighters believed to be hiding in an expansive network of caves in northeast Syria. After an exhaustive day of maneuvering through twisting tunnels and stalactite-filled caverns, the Russian unit found its prey. A ragtag group of ISIS spies had been holing up in a cavern 100 feet beneath the surface. The Special Forces soldiers slaughtered their enemy, leaving no survivors. That's when things began getting weird for them, our source said. After dispatching the ISIS soldiers, the Russian team heard strange noises echoing off the cavern walls. A distinct series of beeps and chirps emanating from a tunnel leading deeper underground. Assuming the sound to be a primitive form of Morse code, the report continues, Captain Vasilyevich believed that another group of ISIS soldiers might have been lurking at the opposite end of the tunnel. He had ordered his men to assume an offensive posture and begun descending into the depths of the earth. The tunnel, Captain Vasilyevich reported.
That's creepy right there.
I thought I was recording a rainbow last year, but now I know different.
Wow. Yeah, I can see the faces. Can y'all see the face? See, I was wondering what was up by Jupiter because it looks like it's sparkling more than regular stars. But then I was also wondering, like, is Jupiter that big bright star, is it Jupiter or is it really Nibiru? Who the fuck knows? Blue Kachina is in our skies. The end is near. Time to get ready to go home. The purifier Planet X Nibiru is here to kill the evil ones who love money. Interesting. I didn't know that. Yeah. Creepy. Creepy deepy. Moving on. We've seen this one already, so.
But it's cold. Am I squeaky?
This baby's out there in the sky. This baby's out there in the sky. They've been watching it. I watched it. And I can tell you,
This thing has got so much trash coming around it. You know how we live in a solar system? We've got 9 planets and a big sun. This thing has got 7 planets and its own sun. This thing has got 7 planets and its own sun.
Getting closer.
Nibiru has returned.
Without this excerpt, you know, he had to put this, you know, this message out because, like I said, they cannot hide the truth under the age of Aquarius. They can't hide it. They got to give it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, as the Commander-in-Chief of the United States Joint Forces, I am here today to inform you that a number of unidentified flying objects have appeared over many parts of our country. Though their exact origin remains to be fully determined, the FBI has informed me that it is very likely that these are visitors of extraterrestrial nature. I advise the American people to remain calm, not fall into panic, and wait for further announcements. We shall overcome this threat with confidence and vigilance. May God protect our souls.
Crazy, bro. Y'all think that's real?
Nibiru is
That is
dead.
our old ancient ship, Nibiru. Our old ancient ship. It's not a planet. It's not a rock.
And shit.
We have a crescent ship today, 7 o'clock in the morning,
Oh.
and we have a crescent ship. That is what you call Nibiru, our old ship.
It's not the
Nibiru
moon?
is back because they are wild. 7
You
in the morning,
wildin'.
They're gonna be out here all day because they need to grab souls and they need to spread negative photons.
Oh,
Okay.
really?
Y'all believe in gravity anyway, so how is a rock floating? That's up to y'all. This
Okay, that's funny. That's really funny. Like, because, like, they say that, like, the moon is stuck in orbit with us because of gravity, but, like, it doesn't ever fall. I don't know. Just food for thought.
is a ship. The sun has a job. The sun shows results of what it does. This doesn't show any results. If the sun was to move around the way the moon does, we'd all be in trouble. But the sun, it stays on a consistent pattern because it has to. The moon can do what it wants because it has no job. It's a ship.
We most definitely need to
Okay.
get this back. It's pretty cool outside, and the sun is coming around trying to make us healthy, but this is in the way, and we need to make sure that we get Nibiru back. This is our ship. This is not a
How are we going to get it back?
Please don't tell me that the moon controls the tides because it doesn't. We've seen plenty of nights where the moon is over the ocean and the tide is standing still. The sun, heat controls water. Heat makes water rise, boiling points. Heat is what makes water active, not the moon.
He got some good points. Like, you got to give it up for that. Like,
Pretty girls walk like this, 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 this.
that's that piece of shit that, like, broke off the fucking sun the other day, y'all. Just a big old piece of sun just broke the fuck off and flew away.
Pretty girls walk like this, 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 this. All the pretty girls walk.
But see, it's like something was siphoning energy off the sun. It wasn't like a piece of the sun. It looked like something siphoning energy off the sun. And then flew away.
The theory that we haven't ever been to outer space because of the transparent barrier that surrounds our entire world, and that past this barrier isn't open space or a vacuum.
Just in the same way as you don't focus your attention on how to make your thyroid gland function. So in the same way, you don't have any attention focused on how you shine the sun. So then, let me connect this with the problem of birth and death. Puzzles people enormously well. Because in order to understand what the self is, you have to remember that it doesn't need to remember it. Just like you don't need to know how you work your thyroid gland. So then, when you die, you're not going to have to put up with everlasting non-existence, because that's not an experience. A lot of people are afraid that when they die, they're going to be locked up in a dark room forever, and sort of undergo that. One of the most interesting things in the world, this is a yoga, this is a way of realization. Try and imagine what it will be like to go to sleep and never wake up. One of the great wonders of life. What will it be like to go to sleep and never wake up? And if you think long enough about that, something will happen. You will find out, among other things, that if you pose the next question to you, what was it like to to wake up after having never gone to sleep. You see, you can't have an experience of nothing. Nature is the cause of action. So after you're dead, the only thing that can happen is the same experience, or the same sort of experience as when you were born.
What? That's crazy. It's like somebody opened a hole in the firmament and it just.
I'm not like that, but you wanna stop and search for a back on man. Can't let my daughter.
Those are good pictures of Nibiru.
So I get nervous when I start me attracted back.
Sometimes you'll look outside and you'll see this golden sun in the sky. And it's not the sun, it's planet Nibiru. And then sometimes you have the real sun in the sky. Nibiru is a planet, it's a planet spaceship. And the Rubians out here in there cleaning up the sky. And I've been speaking about this for months. I told y'all, look, you got all type of beings here that's a part of the Galactic Confederation. And they got different jobs. Like the Nerubian's job is to go in the sky and clean up all the oxygen and all the Morgellons out of our sky that these invaders put in our air. And that's what the fuck been going on. So you're going to feel the planet warming up. You're going to feel it being harder to breathe right now because your avatars, everybody's used to breathing oxygen and we're supposed to be breathing hydrogen. And I've showed this before with DNA links and stuff like that and how it looks on a chart. DNA, which is really DNA, how it's three of them, and how you got the little links, those are hydrogen links. Originally, we breathed hydrogen on this planet, on this realm. So, you got to now understand that we are going through a pole shift. And then, like I said, it didn't just start, it's been going on. And the energy is going back to that warm, to that heat that we never felt in this lifetime. Because, they took the planet up. So if you got neuromelanin, all this new heat gonna be hot for you, you can take it. You'll notice the longer you stand out there in it and try to meditate in the sun, you'll really get it. It's gonna feel kind of good. No matter how you gonna feel kind of good. Yeah. Man. But if you don't have neuromelanin, you can't take this shit at all right now. Motherfuckers is falling out and dying.
Wow. That's a different perspective on shit.
This Mac Man reporting live from the Watchman's Hive. Hey y'all, keep this video right here, right? And let me know what y'all think about it in the comments. Just peep it. It's in regards to Planet X, and Nibiru, Wormwood, whatever you refer to this celestial body as. Just peep this and let me know what y'all think about in the comments.
Today is March 21st, 2020.
This was yesterday.
Central here in the U.S. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like we have several planetary objects or bodies in our solar system that should not be here. You're looking at one of them. This is real-time on goes. 195 angstroms. You can see the circular body here. The reason I went to go is because I saw this. So there is an eclipse and we're coming out of it. It should never occur at this time. It means something is behind the planet here. So we're looking at right here. So I jumped over to the planet today just to make sure there would be nothing in between Lascaux, Orcos, and our sun. And there would be absolutely nothing. It could be that planetary body, it looks like. I decided to take things a bit further. I went to NASA. Is what magnetosphere solar wind set up on goes 16, goes 18. You see we have solar wind. Now this is the Earth here. The sun side is white here. The night side is dark. The black is our atmosphere. You can see here our moon, our goes 16, goes 18 around here. So our moon is 233,240,000 miles away from Earth. So back here must be millions of miles behind Earth. So they're telling us that we have solar winds that are pushing the Earth. There's a battle. We'll see how that works out right here. And as you can see, we have a constant stream of battles push back. Again, the Earth is moving to the right in this model at about 67,000 miles an hour, orbiting our sun. Our sun is moving away from the Big Bang closely at 544,000 miles an hour. So you can imagine that solar wind coming up from behind is more than a little bit interesting.
That don't make sense.
And I am bringing you all the way to the end of the day here. We still have a balance.
Does that math add up to y'all? Like, did he say the Earth is going 50,000 miles an hour and the sun is going 500,000 miles an hour? But what? We're supposed to be orbiting the sun as it moves through space? We would have to be going faster than the sun, or we would run into it or fall behind. Ugh. Look, the math ain't mathing for me.
Going on here behind Earth. Not quite sure what's going on. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having to go quick here. Whatever it is, moving very rapidly and transcending the sun from our right looking to our left looking, as you can see. The circular object here, it's only been 2 minutes since it was right over here. As you can see, it's about 2 minutes and 50 seconds with land on it. So I may not be able to bring this to you live, but I want to show you what is going on. This is wacky. I don't know if we only have something in front of us in between us and the sun, or if there's more than one object to display currently. But obviously, this is actually moving now. We're orbiting something, moving to the left. We've seen that to the left. 2 minutes.
All you gotta do is just delay it.
I saw ghosts going into the ground here for no reason. I realized something was wrong. This is not the time of the eclipse. The eclipse should be right before 10 UTC time. And it is fading away. And here it is again, 10 UTC time, 10 UTC time, not 1 or 2. This is whatever that is in front of us, and we may have something behind us as well. God bless you and yours. Share and subscribe. Always remember,
Wow.
anything is possible.
That's crazy.
Yeah, man. But y'all weigh in on the comment. Let me know what y'all think that is. I'm telling you, if you put sunshades on during the day, it'll tint. You'll be able to see a little bit of what's going on. And there's a celestial body moving with our sun. You can believe, you don't have to believe me, but I see it, you know what I'm saying? But study for yourself, be aware, look up, and until next time, shalom.
Terrifying list of weird and unexplained things happening all over the world. Water flowing through desert. Single cloud seen in Australia. Mothership seen in clouds over Texas.
Yo, that shit was crazy.
Something seen flying around the moon and Jupiter. Revival in Mexico. Weird light coming from sky. Chemtrails being sprayed heavily over water source. Unknown white dust falling from sky in Maryland. 3 suns in California.
That's crazy. 3, he said? Wow.
I need y'all to stop and just pay attention to something real quick. The sky. I see that, right? It's not the moon. Rashad Jamal was right. They gonna treat it like it's Titanic, because as the Titanic sinking, they gonna still be they still gonna be playing, they still gonna keep it clockwork. If y'all don't know, our government is already gone. They're trying to shoot us back into a state of fear. That's why you see everything that's going on in the news right now. You feel me?
Yeah.
And what was that in the sky, y'all might ask? It's Planet X. If y'all don't know what Planet X is, that is the planet that the Anunnaki came on. They're coming back into orbit. That's why you're seeing all this crazy shit that's going on right now. Planet X is here, man. And if y'all not spiritually ready,
awesome.
Hey, look here. There have been some of you commenting on my Wormwood video indicating that it is not true that we are going to hit by a comet / asteroid / star, whatever you want to call this thing. Many of my Earth changes analysts, if you will, or those who study space, all have a different, I don't know, a different term for how they will coin whatever's going to hit us. Wormwood is something different than Nibiru. It is in not only Scripture, the sign of the Son of Man, which Jesus talked about. That's going to be whatever you want to call this thing, Planet X up in the sky. It'll be seen as a red cross as far as my Planet X experts have called it. But Wormwood is something different. Wormwood, it seems like, is a part of the Nibiru system, if you will, and it is a comet / asteroid which is going to hit us. No, it's not the 2029 one. Again, I've been told by some who claim to have Russian intel and American intel that they're saying this spring. That's not my opinion. That's what they're saying. They're saying before May the 15th. But you must know, Father Malachi Martin, who read The Real Third Secret of Fatima, indicated that yes, there is something inbound that the world governments are looking at, such as Project Wormwood over there in Australia. That is a country-run program. You actually can look that up if you don't believe me. Go into Google right now and type in Project Wormwood Australia and see what pops up if you don't believe me.
I'm going to do that.
Mount Graham out in Arizona is partially owned by the Vatican. They're looking at the skies, and Father Malachi Martin made it very clear to pay attention to the skies because there was something coming inbound which would be of great import, he said, over the next 10 to 20 years. That was in the late 90s, shortly before his death. So, yeah, and in addition to that, Saint Hildegard talked about us getting hit by a comet. She was one of the most prolific saints going back some centuries ago, and America would be utterly devastated by it. Ruined on both coasts. The New Madrid area running down the middle would be essentially wiped out with water too. So those of you saying I don't know what I'm talking about, hold your breath. The block party starts. I know exactly what I'm talking about. Been covering this for the last 10 plus years here at Tradcat Night. So wanted to give that quick update, provide a little bit more details to kind of stave off any further questions. But folks, listen, get on over to tradcatnight.org and you would get these podcasts that I have with all the latest Earth Changes experts, the Ben Davidsons of the world studying the sun, and all my Planet X experts. Planet X, too, by the way, is in Catholic prophecy. Our Lord revealed to Marie Julie Tahini that there was an inbound planet coming, which is largely going to cause ruination of this world. So that ties in with Matthew 24 and all the destructive earth changes to come. But get behind the paywall with us, folks. Get all these podcasts. You would learn an awful lot. Tradcat Night. There's none like it.
I'm going to look him up for sure.
I'm going to translate this. The guy's saying is this scientist was trying to warn everybody about the phenomenons that were happening with the birds and with the animals going in circles, and they arrested him and started calling him crazy. And what he's saying is there's thousands of scientists out here trying to warn us that there's some great event fixing to happen, or some, catastrophe that's coming our way. And just like the scientists are trying to warn us, the animals are trying to warn us too. But like they don't have a voice, they can't warn us, so they're giving us a sign of something that's coming. This guy's trying to warn us, and they're blocking him. Every scientist, if you notice, they're calling the scientists who actually know the truth crazy. Here's another one where he's pleading with the people, please, you gotta listen, there's some great catastrophe coming, he's saying, and they will not listen to him. They're shutting him up, they're silencing him, and he's trying to warn everybody about this great phenomenon that's coming our way. Here's the river of fish. It's a river that's nothing but fish turning into water. Again, these are things that are happening. Those are the sheep. They've been going in circles already for 14 days and haven't stopped. Here's another picture of the sheep. And what's happening is the ones that are dying are going in the middle, and they're still going around them. On here, you're going to see the ants. There's a group of ants, thousands of ants, going circle after circle, and the ones as they're dying go towards the middle. They call it the circle of unalive, or the circle of hell. and they keep going round and round until they die, and the ones that are dying just go into the middle and die, and the other ones keep going in circles until they die. You'll see that coming up next. It's unbelievable what's happening. And what this guy's trying to say in Spanish is they're trying to warn us, and they're not letting the scientists warn us. They're not letting the information come out. They're blocking it with everything they can. That way people cannot get prepared for what's coming. And I don't even know if you can be prepared for what's coming, but it's good to at least know. That way if there is something we can do, then we can make it happen. But unfortunately, they're not allowing them to do this. These sheep right here have been going in circles for days, non-stop, just like the one in front of the church. Those were the red heifers going to Jerusalem in front of the church somewhere. Anyways, here comes the ants right now. They're coming up, and you're going to see those are the ants of unalive. The ones in the center are unalive. Sorry, I'm thinking like you got to use certain words, otherwise you'll get taken off. There's the ants. As you can see, they're circling and circling and circling. And the ones in the center, they're unalive. It's unbelievable. And they keep going and going and going until they're ready to go. And this is called the ant circle of hell, or the ant circle of unalive, which everybody knows what unalive means. These have been going for days, and they will not stop, and the ones in the middle are unalive. It's unbelievable. But this is what's happening throughout the world. Wake up, people.
It's crazy. I think my favorite is the wild horses that showed up at the front step of the Vatican. That was a clear sign to me that something crazy is coming, for sure.
Every conspiracy theory that you have ever heard is about to roll all up into one little bitch right here, right now. Are you ready for this? Oh, girl, I hope you are. By the way, check
Sorry.
for entertainment. Anyways, okay, from Planet X or Planet Nibiru, just hear me out, okay? When that shit rolls through town, it's going to take 7 years for it to go past the Earth, if it even goes past the Earth. I mean, technically it could hit the Earth. But anyways, when it goes past the Earth, it goes around the sun, and then it comes right back past the Earth again. This takes like an average of 7 years, and it happens every 160 to 200 years, right? Listen, the magnetism from Planet X going around the sun causes an entire event on the sun, making it this like huge electrocharged kind of plasma that comes off of the sun. But this energy that comes off of the sun is not your ordinary like just sun flare that we've been having lately, which is actually pretty out of the ordinary actually. But listen, these sun flares come down to the Earth and they wipe out fucking everything. The last one was in the 1800s, and it knocked down every communication they had on planet Earth. That's why the U.S. Army put so much money into, well, the Army's communications. I mean, they're predicting that we're going to have all these blackouts, right? All these electrical blackouts. This isn't because of global warming. And also, global warming ties straight up into this bullshit. It's because of Planet Nibiru. All these sinkholes we've been seeing lately, that's because the poles are shifting. So blackouts will come from these magnetic charges from the sun, not from hackers. Do y'all really believe that hackers are going to hack into the U.S. government and just turn off our electric grid? No, or it would have happened by now. The U.S. government has been taking down every piece of farmland that it possibly can. And there's a reason for that. And there's a reason for the whole, like, population websites, all of them to be saying that there could be a huge migration from the U.S. to huge other countries like Russia and China. That's because our poles are shifting, and the U.S. is about to be the fucking North Pole. The reason why we had COVID was because the aliens put a virus. A virus is the only way to awaken DNA, okay? It can get to everybody the fastest. It was to awaken all of our DNA, to awaken to what we needed to, in order to survive this mess, in order to see it coming. That's why they want to mandate all these shots. Even now, even though they know they're killing people and they're not working, now they're trying to pass this shit through Congress. They're terrified we're going to get COVID and awaken our DNA. Stick around for part 2. Okay, so some of you guys asked me where I got all that information about how Planet X or Nibiru would be coming through town and like wrecking our poles, making our poles shift, and then it causes the sinkholes, and it causes the climate change and the sun to act up, and all this crazy stuff happens, which would be like the reason we have all these conspiracy theories, because they don't really want us to know, because like people will panic, you know? So basically, the government's want us confused. They love the conspiracy theories too, because they keep us confused, and they're written off as jokes when the truth becomes reality. So the information comes from Gil Broussard or the YouTube channel Planet 7X. I highly, highly suggest you check it out, because there's so much information coming from this guy that you would really find interesting, I think. So check that out. But I wanted to show you guys the map that he published that shows exactly what dates he predicts that Planet X is going to come through town, right? So apparently by, I think it said May 2023, it should be here. Like literally on top of us. So it's going to cross Earth's orbit twice. The first time it crosses Earth's orbit is not very dangerous yet. What happens is it comes through and we'll see some of the debris, but it is going to be dangerous. And it's going to be hard on people, and people may lose their lives, but what's going to be really dangerous is 7 months later when we hit that debris field that is still coming through Earth's orbit from the first go around. That's when we're going to have like huge kettleball sized just asteroids shooting at us, thousands of them, all over the Earth. That's what he predicts, and so I just wanted to show you guys the map. This is the map. So anyways, if you want to know more information, check out Gil Broussard at Planet 7X. Follow for more.
Wow. Long series. I'm glad we finally got through that. I'm glad you came and hung out with me tonight again to check out some more of these crazy TikToks about Planet 7X or Nibiru. Planet 7X, where'd that come from? Planet X or Nibiru. Had to throw some shameless plugs in there because I want you guys to know where this all stems from. If you liked what you saw tonight and you want to accept your little fake card that the universe sent to you tonight by sending you to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button and share this series with somebody who needs to hear this, guys. Like, this is great information that the people you're trying to talk into this stuff need to hear from other people. Send it out where it needs to go. I really appreciate you guys for stopping by, hanging out with me through this whole series. Maybe it'll keep going. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see next. All right. Love you all. Have a great night. Bye.